Hello, my name is Destiny, and the piece of art I will be presenting on today is The Apple Vendor. This piece is portraying the Great Depression. This artwork is an oil painting on canvas. In this painting, we see a man of older age sitting on the corner of a street along with a crate containing red and yellow apples. There is a sign which reads 5 cents a piece. We cannot see the man's face completely, but what we can make out is the structure of the man's face, along with his grayish-white mustache. His face is very defined in a sickly type of way. We can infer this is due to a lack of food and nutrients. The man is wearing a cap with his head propped down. In his mouth is a pipe. Behind the man, we see chimneys of multiple factories. The color of the sky is a golden yellow. We also see a child with their mother to the right of the man. The Apple Vendor was painted in the years 1933 and 1934. Barbara Stevenson is the artist behind this artwork, and the piece of art can be found at the American Art Museum in Washington, D.C. Stevenson painted the piece for the Public Works of Art project. This was a New Deal program which was created by the federal government to provide assistance and moral support for American artists during the Great Depression. The artists were asked to capture the scene of America during this hard time, capturing emotions and appearance. We see many paintings from the same time period as the Apple Vendor, which are all centered around labor and people struggling to make a living. The specific piece has both hardship and hope in one. The old man is selling apples to make a living in a time where food, money, and work is scarce. This is just what we see up front. When digging deeper into the colors, shading, positioning, and scaling, we can see more than just the man selling apples. All of these elements help paint a story. The painting demonstrates job disparity while also showing what lies in store for the future. As you can tell by now, this painting was made to paint a picture of what America was like during the Great Depression. The painting was intended to bring upon hope for a better economy and overall better America. At the time of this painting, 1933, the Great Depression had reached its lowest points. The painters were recruited by the government to paint the picture of the American scene. This piece was intended to represent the industrial phase. We see this with the factories in the background of the Apple Vendor. The use of the golden yellow in the sky, contrasted by the dark factories, was intended as a symbol of optimism and hope for the revival of America. Factories' chimneys are meant to be a sign of hope and industry. Our artist also uses size and scaling within this work. The old man is the main component in this painting. The lady and child are smaller compared to the size of the man, which creates an imposing presence as well as heroic. The order in which the three people are also has a meaning. Naturally, our eyes read from left to right. In this case, it would be oldest to youngest, an indication that America and its people are about to experience rebirth and renewal, and that there is hope for future generations. This piece of art should be an important component of studying art within the history of our country. Paintings from the time period of the Depression cultivate resilience and pride in American culture. The Great Depression continues to be the most important economic event in U.S. history, causing extensive hardships for millions of people along with the failure of many businesses. The paintings created for the New Deal program were real-time reflections of the country at a time of tragedy. This piece of art shows the hardship of living during this hard time, but at the same time keeping hope for the future.